Hello everyone and welcome back to the Platinum Tools YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be going ahead and breaking down the MagicEden page, so let's go ahead and begin. Before we go and begin today's video, please drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and turn on post notifications to know the next time we upload. You can also go check out our video playlist regarding all our tutorials, and you can go ahead and check out the written documentation related to this video. Let's go ahead and begin. The first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is identify a collection I want to be referencing in today's video. So head over to the MagicEden website. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using this project as a reference, the Generate Ape Academy. So when we're on this page, go to the URL, ignore magiceden.io, the marketplace part, only focus on this. So once again, ignore all this. After the slash, this is the name of the project that we're going to point the extension to. So go to your extension, give it a moment to load up here, go to MagicEden and type in the keyword. That is the keyword. Now we have to go ahead and type in a max sold price. So it's pretty self-explanatory. The maximum sold price we want to view in the quick snipe filter. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 100 just for the purpose of this video. Let's click quick snipe filter, and as you guys can see, it pulls up the NFTs that match these two requirements, which is the project keyword as well as the max sold price. The next two things we have is trait filter 1 and trait filter 2. Now to go ahead and explain what trait filter 1 and trait filter 2 are, these are filters based on the NFT traits that pop up in the quick snipe filter when you run this based on your first two arguments. So just to go ahead and give you a visualization, if we go to this page here, to this project once again, if we go to background, we can see we have a few NFTs here. So let's say for example, I wanted background yellow. It will go ahead and filter on the website and we can see the NFTs. Give it a second to load in here, but you guys get the idea. Now I can actually go ahead and do this within the extension. All I have to do is head back into the extension here, give it a moment to load, go to MagicEden and type in exactly like this, background, colon, and then yellow. Now essentially what we're doing here is specifying a trait category and then specifying a trait within that category, and make sure the capitalization is exactly how it is on the website for this to work. So as you guys can see, capital B, capital Y, and I've done this in the extension. Now if we go ahead and click quick snipe filter, you'll see everything gets updated to NFTs with the yellow background. And then obviously you can go ahead and stack on a second trait filter if you wish in the same way. So if I want to go ahead and filter this down even more, I can go ahead and do this. So let me just quickly change this to head, type in like this. What I've gone ahead and done here is on head and then the specific trait. So if I do a quick snipe filter, you'll see it filters it down even more. So just to go over what we've done here, we've gone ahead and entered the project keyword, our maximal sold price, our first trait filter, as well as our second one. At any point I can go ahead and remove one of these filters, hit it again, and obviously it goes ahead and updates. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do here is remove these filters, and I'm actually going to click visit collection, and that will navigate me over to the project collection as you guys can see, and we can see the collection in the background. So we've gone over all this section as well as the visit collection button and the quick snipe filter button. Now we have a few things left on this page to go ahead and talk about. So we have auto snipe refresh. Now essentially in this scenario, we know that these 4 NFTs are going to be here. So if we go ahead and enable this, what it's going to do is it's going to every 5 seconds refresh the NFTs. So every 5 seconds it'll go and refresh it. Obviously in this case it isn't too useful because there isn't any big changes that are going to happen. But let's say for example you're monitoring a project and you've set your max price as well as the trait filters. Let's say there's 2 specific trait filters you want to go ahead and enable on a project because you know it will sell for a lot and you know what type of price you're looking for. You can go ahead and enter this and it will continue to refresh. So let's say there's nothing here and randomly something pops up. You know that it matters your specifications you've entered here. You can go ahead and click on the NFT and go through the purchase process. So let me just show you what that looks like. So let's say for example, this is the NFT I want to go for. I click on it and it will go through the transaction process. But what I'll also do is it'll go to my wallet and then I have to click approve to go through the transaction. So it doesn't automatically do it. So if you do want to back out last second, then you can. However, this extension does become a bit more advanced. So let's say for example, you don't want to have this on your screen all the time to be looking at and you're waiting for another NFT to come in. So you've got auto snipe refresh on at 5,000 milliseconds. We'll cover this in a second. Let's say you wanted to actually click the NFT so you don't have to do it. go ahead and turn on standby mode and it will automatically go ahead and do that. So if we give it a moment here to refresh, you'll see that it goes ahead and clicks the NFT and goes through the process. And as you guys can see, my wallet just popped up. Then all I have to do is click approve, making that process much faster. Now at the bottom here, you can go ahead and configure the refresh rate. It starts at 5,000 milliseconds and you can't go below that. So it's from 5,000 milliseconds upwards. So if you do want a longer refresh rate, you can go ahead and configure this. If you want the fastest one possible, then just keep it at 5,000 milliseconds by default. Now before we go ahead and wrap up the video, I do want to cover one last thing within the extension, and that is rarity. As you guys can see, we have rarity values on these NFTs within the quick snipe filter section, and we also have it on the NFTs when you click visit collection and you go to the page. Now just to break down what this is, if we look at the total listed count of this project is 56. Now if we go to the NFTs, you'll see it says 33 out of 56, 55 out of 56. Now essentially what this is a rating of the entire collection, and it essentially tells you what the rarity is. And let's say for example your number is 55 out of 56, that means your NFT isn't too rare. So the closer it is to 56, the less rare it is. The further away it is from 56, then the rarer it is. Now when I mention 56, I'm mentioning that number because once again that is the total listed count. This will vary depending on what project you go ahead and enter. Some projects have 10,000 items, some only have 56 in this case. But let me just scroll down here and show you guys another example. So yeah, look at this. 7 out of 56, that means that this specific NFT is rarer than this one, which is 55 out of 56. You can also go ahead and view these values within the quick snipe filter section over here, as you guys can see. Now I do want to mention a few notices when it comes to rarity. The first of which is that rarity is automatically collected from new collections when a user goes to it. The second point is that if there is no data, we will collect it, then display it. The third point is that this process sometimes takes 5 to 30 minutes to collect depending on the query line. So please keep that in mind. If it doesn't pop up straight away, do not worry. The time frame is 5 to 30 minutes. The next point is that the extension has the power to automatically refresh rarity, so you do not need to worry about refreshing the rarity manually. The next point is that it is non-normalized vanilla statistics, so please keep that in mind. And the final notice is specific to MagicEden. MagicEden collections will only show listed NFTs, not the entire collection. So the data we have to work with is limited in scope. Their rarity calculations is based only on what's available. So we will have a rarity among available, RAA, that's what the abbreviation stands for, instead of it being based on the full collection. Now just to go ahead and condense that, essentially what we're saying is this collection currently shows 56, but this collection could have 70 for example, but 14 of them aren't listed. So essentially it will calculate the rarity based on what is listed currently. So that is going to go ahead and conclude this video. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, turn on post notifications so next time we upload. I'm going to catch you guys next time.